city. I'm standing on the ledge. The view from here is pretty, and I step off the edge.
I knew I wanted to write something about trying to make it on Broadway that sounded kind of sad, because I knew I wanted to write something that was honest about my feelings towards the idea of Broadway, towards the idea of success in theater. And at the time, when I wrote it, I was experiencing a lot of disappointment, and I was feeling really depressed about my place in the industry, but also still hanging on to this hope of one day making it, and this idea of Broadway as this magical place that actually is something to aspire to.
Oh, Broadway, here I come. Broadway, here I come. The pressure, it increases the closer that I get. I could almost go to pieces, but I'm not quite there yet.
I stumbled upon this idea of having the song work in two ways. And work, one of those ways being having it just be a straight on the surface, I'm gonna go to Broadway and I'm gonna make it big. And then the other way being literally about someone jumping off a building and hurtling toward the street of Broadway. Once I kind of got that idea, and I was like, okay, I know how to write the song. And so the first version of it was slightly different than the current version. When I sang it the first time, it got so many laughs. People were really hysterically laughing at some of these lines because it seemed so on the surface that I was talking about someone jumping off a building. And the idea of someone jumping off a building and saying, Broadway, here I come, is funny. And I still think the song is funny. I still laugh at the song.
I'm falling, baby, through the sky, through the sky. I'm falling, baby, through the sky. It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. I'm falling down through the sky. It's a tune you can hum. Oh, Broadway, here I come.
A couple years later, I was doing a concert at the Beachman. I needed something for Krista Rodriguez to sing, and I thought, I'll try to see if there's anything in Broadway, Here I Come that now that I've had a couple years distance from it, I can tool with and see if I can, take it another step. And that's when I rewrote it to be what it is now. And the first time Krista sang it, she 100% sort of played the seriousness of it, and it was amazing. And it just felt like, oh, this is a different song. I changed the bridge and I changed a couple lyrics, and it's a different song now.
But even though I fear it, I'm playing all my cards, and baby, you are gonna hear it when I give them my regards.
One night, we were doing a show at the Beachman. I was helping Ian Keggy load drums into his car on 42nd Street, and this guy came up to me and he said, hi, my name is Josh Safran. I'm a showrunner. I'm taking over Smash next season, and I want to talk to you about having some of your songs on the show. And we met up, and that's how I ended up on Smash. The whole thing, it's not real. It was the most unreal thing you could ever want from a musical theater cabaret song. So that immediately became the song of mine that people knew more than any other song. And what was amazing is that it really did change the perception of the song, whereas before, in an audience, always there was half the audience sort of got that Broadway, Here I Come was half about suicide, and then half the audience just thought it was straight up, this positive, I'm going to Broadway and making it song. When it was on TV, it sort of became 90% of people just thought that it was this, I'm gonna make it on Broadway song, and didn't really get the suicide part, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. I'm obsessed with the fact that there are so many people who hear that song and just take it as this optimistic, positive thing, which I think is great. And I think that to me is both really hopeful and kind of subversive. I love that elementary schools sing that song at their graduation. They do, but when elementary schools sing that song at their graduation, it is about, I'm gonna make it on Broadway. It is about hope, it is about dreams. And that's the whole thing, it's the whole point of the song, that it isn't one way or another. It's both of those meanings coexist in that song, and it's just about, where you're at in your life, and insofar as how you want to perceive it.
Broadway, here I come. Broadway, never mind, I'll never find out, 'cause Broadway, I am here.